Destiny so much. Ah.
Oh yeah, but that was last season or something. So you have to like pay a bunch of crap to
Oh,
item
is
exotic
there like
library
pay
thing.
to win stuff in it though?
Kind of.
Oh,
As
is
in
there like
power levels
pay to
between
win
the
stuff in
two
it though?
groups. I actually realized that power levels were a thing in Iron Banner, and then I realized why I was doing so bad. Because I had to do like 20 shots just to just to kill a single person with a hand cannon. Took forever. So don't play Iron Banner unless you have kamikaze weapons. Now, these include shotguns, rocket launchers, or another shotgun.
I
Shotguns are
hate
great.
zombies.
Also, having two shotguns, if you have a shotgun as your primary kinetic and a shotgun as your energy, just try and run at the enemy and shoot them, pretty much, because you'll at least kill them in 2 shots with a shotgun if you hit all pellets. So,
I don't have Iron Banner, but I'll remember that.
Iron Banner is not a campaign, it's something that just goes on. It's at the tower. We'll see. So, Nolan, what would you go as a soft
Oh
class?
wait, I thought that was like I thought isn't Iron Banner an actual video game? The name of a
No.
video game.
It's the name of a game mode in Destiny.
Okay, see that makes a lot more sense. But I thought you were just like rambling on about some random game that we haven't
No.
talked about yet. And I was like,
No. Um. So, what would you go for soft class? Not subclass, just soft class.
what's the difference again?
Class is what you are generally. Mage,
Oh,
tank,
well, I
healer.
said
Um, actually, what's can you describe the classes and the soft classes in or hard classes? I guess they're hard classes in D&D because I have no freaking clue. Actually, I'll look them up. So that's not going to be a subclass. uh, Okay, so they're the damaged people. Okay. What? Wait, what? Since when was a monk a ninja?
since
Okay, hold on.
now.
Okay, I'm looking at all these classes on the website. Barbarian just seems like a tanky hitter, hard hitter. Yeah, Holy Roller. Oh, Paladin. They just seem kind of like that. Wizard's just a mage. Warlock is a cooler wizard. But they're different somehow. Oh, charisma versus intelligence. Okay, that's cool. That's like a subclass for mage. Sorcerer is like another subclass. Okay. So rogue is a stealth class. I assume that would be rogue is a class on its own pretty much. So ranger and rogue would kind of go hand in hand there. So the hard classes for Terraria are well not hard.
Well, I can tell you, I know all the hard classes for Terraria by memory, so I can tell you them real quick.
Okay, I think the Terraria
Okay,
classes,
here's how they
well, there's
follow.
more now with
Here's
Terraria, but before it
1.48.
was Sorcerer,
Okay, so
Mage,
let me tell you
Melee, and
one more thing.
Range. Or, yeah.
Let me tell you all the subclasses and stuff. So all the general classes is one that I really want you to include is thrower.
In
That
what?
one, like just like make it as a
Wait,
ranger subclass.
what game is this?
Terraria. This used to
Oh,
be in 1.13, but just got, I mean 1.3, but it got oofed by the new 1.4 update. So
okay.
yeah, it's so sad because it's actually a fun class. People beat the entire game with it. So there's summoner, melee, yada yada yada. There's also boomerang subclass, which is a bit out of the ordinary. There's a type of spear subclass. There's a yo-yo subclass, and there's a bow only subclass. There's a true melee subclass. There's a true summoner subclass. There's a gun only subclass. There's
My class was basically just have a billion mana pots on you, have a last prism, and have just all damage buff modifier accessories for magic,
that's the best. That's the
and
best
then
part
just
about
kill
Terraria.
everything. Okay, the last prism. Okay, we cannot do that for
Last
me.
prism.
That is
Yeah,
too
no.
blatantly overpowered. It's like, oh, look at me, haha, last prism go, and
Brr.
just kill everything.
It's literally the embodiment of the meme that of haha go brr, you know.
Exactly. So I think what we might add is tank, which tank subclasses would be like healers, super high damage tanks, speedy tanks, and super tanky tanks, I guess. I don't know.
For rangers,
And then
I definitely want to say bows only in like throwing weapons and demolitionist. Those say if
the
those three
way
aren't in it,
Ranger
I'm gonna
will
be
work,
disappointed.
the way Ranger will work is, and yes, there will be probably a grenade or bomb setup, or like
Well, will it be able to last you throughout the entire game? That's zero question.
well, you'd have to be some sort of, you'd have to use some sort of magic though, because there's no, you can craft bombs, but those are limited. If you want an infinite one, you'd have to use something
Well, yeah,
magical.
obviously. In Terraria, you can make endless musket pouches, but you have to go and craft them at a crystal ball, you know?
Yeah, but this is, there's no like infinite bomb weapon. There's just, and
Yeah,
there's not guns
that's to
either.
be expected.
Is what
There's no
I wanted
guns.
to add guns, but then I thought, well, the only guns that are probably going to be added will look probably nothing like a normal gun, and they won't look futuristic at all. Kind of like
So you're not going to
Destiny
be
Red
adding a gun
Ranger.
subclass at all?
Probably not.
Huh. I didn't know. I thought your game was taking a more like I thought your game was taking a more like as you progress, you get you advance in the tech tree.
Um, well, the problem with that is Destiny does such a good job with it, but it is so difficult to balance modern things like guns with other things like
Uh,
bows and
yeah.
swords.
Well, okay. When you first told me about it, though, you were saying you're gonna balance it with like elven magic and stuff. Like if bow infused
I
magic.
might
Uh,
still do that. I'm not decided. I'm just
I
undecided.
can kind of so I'm not gonna lie. I can see why you'd want to take it out. You know,
Well,
I can
I
get behind
like
it.
how Terraria also does it, but it also doesn't feel like it fits in Terraria. So what
It
I'm
doesn't. It
thinking
kind
is
of
just,
doesn't.
I feel like making something that basically is a gun, but is called something different, but uses, say, some guns are like, you know how there's energy weapons in Destiny
Yeah, yeah,
versus
yeah.
kinetic? I'm thinking
Mhm.
of making like very few kinetic and making them most magical. Like a mage weapon might consist of like a hand cannon from Destiny, but not really. Like a ranger and a mage might be the only people who carry a gun.
Yeah,
Like fighters
that
will not.
makes
Yeah.
it just makes a lot more sense in context. And then, honestly, as much as I like guns, if it's really good, if the progression is actually good, then I don't really care too much about the
Also,
guns. You know?
Nolan might think I'm a little insane by this, but there's not just one sword variant. There's like, I think I planned 16. I think like
You know,
crazy.
I think maybe not
I know
16.
it's
I do
too
agree that
complex.
the
I
too
might. I'm.
complex.
I'm saying
But I'm
that's just
thinking,
all we have.
yeah,
I want to not limit our options. Is what I'm
I'm
saying.
thinking you should do around like 5ish. One thing I want to
Five.
see is are there swords?
No,
Are there
but
going to be swords
these are
at all?
universal. By the way, these are universal. Like for
Oh, like
example,
for paladin and
well,
oh yeah, I guess that's true. Like because like a
for a
paladin
tank
can be sword.
and yeah, like a paladin sword is not gonna be something a fighter really carries. They might carry it because they're
Because,
soft
yeah,
classes, but generally paladin will have like
yeah,
maybe 3 weapons, and paladin will probably specialize in axes, not swords.
I hear what you're saying. So are
Also,
there gonna
druids
be
seem kind of
any
meh.
are there gonna be any beam shooting swords by chance? Like how in
Star
Terraria,
Saber. You
like how in
know the
Terraria the
Star
Terrorblade is a thing.
Saber. Yeah, but have
Star
you
Saber?
seen the Star Saber?
Is that a Destiny weapon or something?
No. Just
No.
search up Star Saber.
Okay.
And
Star
then
Saber.
image.
Oh, images.
And then it's a Transformers weapon
That's
that
evident from all the Transformer
you know
minifigures.
Dawnblade?
No, I don't watch
Warlock
Transformers
subclass?
at all.
It's a Warlock subclass, Dawnblade.
Dawnblade?
Yeah.
No.
Well, their
Well,
super is like it is okay. Yeah, I will say it's kind of a high risk, high reward. Yeah, they're kind of slow.
so what's well,
The
I'm
void.
trying to
Okay,
get
I
behind.
thought the void one was
Have you heard of the
terrible.
Terror? Have you know the Terrorblade, right?
Yeah, it's like
Are
the
there going to be swords
Star
like that?
Saber. Exotic swords and mythic swords are the only ones with that amount of power level. And what I mean by power level is they're the only ones that have a unique ability that can be that powerful. Probably just
So like
exotics.
basically no other weapons can shoot beams, is what you're getting at.
Yeah, but then again, it's not like Destiny. There's not like 10 commons, 20 rares, and 1,000 legendaries and 1,000 exotics. It's not like that. There's a balance between each of them. You'll start out with common for the most part, at least in the first like 2 hours of your or like first hour of your gameplay. Then you'll start working up from metal swords to
Maybe a bit
more
more mystical.
magical
Yeah,
level of metal swords. And you'll have to make like it's like hard mode. Like
yeah,
once you
yeah,
go into
yeah. I
hard
get
mode,
what you're
you
saying.
get titanium and mithril and cobalt
Okay,
and
but
stuff.
well, the thing is that I want to know. You know how in hard mode, if you're gonna be a not, if you're gonna be a tank or like a normal like your like swordsman class or whatever, a melee, that's what it's called.
Melee.
It's pretty hard to not use the beamed weapons to progress, right? So I want to make sure
No,
that like
the
the
beamed
beam.
weapons are something that okay, so have I told you how enhancements work?
No,
Enhancements are like abilities. These abilities have cooldowns. You can't
kind of
just
like
wing go burr unless you have a very good class setup that reduces the ability cooldown of your sword. If you have something that
have you ever
does
played
that,
Minecraft
then you
Dungeon?
can no I haven't, but in
Okay,
Destiny
well
there's
I
like
can kind of
infinite grenade
like
combo.
I so like basically like in Minecraft Dungeons you can get a set of armor and like 3 artifacts that reduces your artifact cooldown or whatever and allows you to go like and like it takes like 2 years to get. Trust me, I've tried it, but like when you get it, it pays off essentially.
Nolan, I'ma help you out a little bit by just killing all the mobs around you. Instead of just running around aimlessly. There we go.
Well, I'm doing except for I'm doing it in a cave.
We're in pretty much a cave. I mean, this place is
I guess your
it's
secret
not a
lab
cave.
would be considered as a cave. I don't know.
Well, it's basically like the inside of the Death Star and Star Destroyers and stuff. How there's like
Yeah,
dark hallways. Yeah, just imagine that going everywhere for like 5 stories. That's what we're
yeah,
building.
I know. I know what your secret laboratory is like.
Oh yeah, he's streaming. I
Hey, can you
actually
press F3 real quick?
he's streaming on YouTube, by the way. Funky Rice.
Can you play F? Can you press F3 real quick? Just I'm
No,
the guy.
oh, press F3. Wait, you have cords. Turn your cords off. Turn your cords off, Nolan.
Wait, seriously?
Nolan, please.
Okay,
Do
I
not
won't.
ever play with that on again.
Okay, so 5,000. Is that negative 10,000?
No. Wait, actually, one sec. No, wait, you read wrong. That's not actually where we are.
No, the X is negative 10,000. Z is 5,800 ish. 5,800 ish.
No, you can travel to that location, but no.
Bruh, these cords look terrible. They're so low quality.
Well, the cords are
Is
gone.
that Well, is it more than negative 10,000?
Yeah, it is. I said I was further than 10K blocks out, so
Well, I mean, like including, not including. I mean, not including Z.
yeah, it is technically more than
Well, okay, not technically. I mean, if it's like the
well,
fire,
it's a lot more. It's like it's more.
it's so is it 100,000? Then is
I
my
will
guess.
say though, the location that was set in the coordinates is probably a part of our country though, because our country spans out a lot. It spans out
Yeah.
by like a 7,000, 12,000 area.
Well,
Anyway,
how far out is your country? Isn't it like 50,000 ish out?
no,
Is it
it's
less or more than 50,000?
it's actually kind of close to the mainland, but is detached in every way almost.
Ah, I'm gonna go see Spanish.
Anyway, so you didn't answer my question though. What class would you go? I'll list them out for you. You
Oh,
have ranger, tank,
ah,
melee, or mage, or what's that last one? Yeah, those are the main four classes. Each of them have different subclasses in them though.
I personally think I'd probably want to go for either melee or magic, because
I will say melee is gonna take the most effort to play
so
because
like Terraria. Because have
the
you ever
sword
tried
system is
crafting the Zenith?
the what? The zenith?
Ever tried? Yeah. Even on normal mode, it's a pretty hard challenge because it's just annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a good reward considering that it's like most more. It's honestly the Zenith is like 10 times as powerful as the last Prism.
Bruh. Why you smack? Okay.
Well, I go take a screenshot and
I currently do not have lights on me, so I'ma just
let's get snip and sketch and just get the coordinate spot and post it in chat real quick.
that would be annoying.
Uh, what? Why would I do such a thing? I
I
mean,
mean, I'm gonna open the country eventually, but I don't want a bunch of people crawling onto my land while I'm trying to build. That's annoying.
who would say such a thing? You know, that's just mean.
Bruh. What the heck? Why are you hitting me with your carrot? Actually, this is doing as much
Carrot.
damage as some swords.
Why is the carrot
Like
doing
someone
more
with a
damage?
dumb sword. No, it's doing as much damage as like a normal sword.
What is it? Oh, oh, because
Also,
it's like doing.
battling in the Nether is probably the best place to battle, Nolan, because no one has soul speed. Oh, Nolan, you turned off the lights. No, no, I'm trying to
No
outrun
one
the
has
light.
soul speed, he says.
I'm
No
trying to.
one has soul speed, it says.
Well, most people do not.
Yeah, not me. I def- Oh.
Yeah. Also, I want to do like a camera system, but that's almost impossible in vanilla. I don't know how we could do that. Yeah, I don't think it's possible. Surefire hook for setting off alarms. I mean, that'd be cool. What do you mean, a trap? Or did you say a map? Oh, a system that will do that? I can do that. We just need like a huge area. Oh, lag. Oh shoot, there's like 1,000 mobs around you. That's okay. If you were a tank, you would survive in our game. If you were not a tank, there's almost no way without using an ability you would survive there at all. Like this
Survive
game
where?
has mobs that just die almost instantly. The way our game works is against an enemy, if you're playing in hard mode, this is which everyone should be if they're good at the game. If they're bad, then no.
Oh, see, what you should do, they should implement a sort of expert mode and normal mode. Or maybe to basically normal
Expert
mode is
mode wouldn't be like, oh, you drop all your, you like not only drop all your stuff, but you lose all your levels. No,
well,
expert
no,
mode
I'm
would be
not.
like the AI has been amplified on every single mob,
So
meaning that you
basically,
can maybe barely 3v1 mobs.
no, what I'm talking about is expert mode, risk and rewards and Terraria and stuff. Because
Oh
Terraria,
yeah.
it's literally the same exact way, except for instead of all the enemies, in fact, a lot of enemies do get AI rewrites in extra mode, but you also get a lot more drops and a lot more rewards.
Also, I removed the elevator, Nolan. It was just, I
You-
realized the design didn't work because it was meant for 3 floors, not, or it was meant for 2 floors, not 3. Okay.
Well, so what I'm trying to get at is that you should have like expert mode and normal mode. Normal mode doesn't get you
I'll
like it's
explain.
the same progression, but it doesn't get any of the same items as
I've
expert mode.
actually already
Like,
thought of a system like that. I'll be back in a second and tell you.
speaking of which, Mirth, you should definitely play Beat Terraria on expert mode. It's so much better. Normal mode's so easy. It's not even fun.
If you want an infinite one, you'd have to use something
Well, yeah,
magical.
obviously. In Terraria, you can make endless. 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 Oh, it's funky. So, while you're here, can I get the exact coordinates of your base? So I don't kill you in real life. Yeah. Wait, that's not negative? I
I'm back.
can't zoom in, go burr. Yeah, honestly, it really. I'm looking at it in Snip and Sketch right now, and I honestly can't tell. Well, it's either negative 10,000, 5,812, or positive 10,500, 812. Unless those are like eights. If those are eights. No, okay.